What's up, everybody? Welcome to Normieville.
Well, we call you normies.
So, everyone, I thought I was done talking about Antonio Brown. We've gone back and forth about how he had his arena football team, the Albany Empire, pretty much kicked out of the league because he forgot to pay, or he failed to pay fines and other dues for the team. And lately, he had a warrant for his arrest because of unpaid child support, which he's actually been in child support court before. This time it was for $15,000, I believe. Last time it was for $30,000. And we all know the history about Antonio Brown with the Raiders and the Buccaneers and the Patriots and the Steelers and everything else has to go with Antonio Brown, all the warrants he's had and all the police trouble he's had with the law. Well, there's another story going on about his tenure as ownership with the Albany Empire, right? Some dastardly behavior he had with the team, right? It's coming out, as you can see here from Steeler Nation, all right? The truth behind Steelers Antonio Brown, drawn a gun and the chaos he caused with the Empire.
Target acquired.
Wait a minute.
Enemy spotted.
Enemy spotted. Antonio Brown, the enemy of whoever he does business with, because they will always tank, or his bad behavior will lead them to dump him. So let's read the article and figure out what this behavior indeed was. Now, the top paragraph here speaks on the $1.5 million that he didn't pay from workers' comp and all that stuff, and some of the bills he didn't pay, which led to the team again being released by the league. Okay, well, this part of the article is what I want to focus on. Steelers Antonio Brown broke the trust of his players. During training camp, the Empire players asked the team to post a birthday tribute to Mo Ruffins, a former teammate. Ruffins passed away in August of 2022 at the age of 38. While the post initially went up, it was quickly taken down and players were angered. Wide receiver Dwayne Hollis said the guys were frustrated because they were so close to Ruffins. And I understand that, they want to have a tribute to this man or this player. When no answer was forthcoming, they went and found Brown at a nearby cigar bar. Brown was there with a friend and local sneaker entrepreneur, Ryan Larkin. Hollis and fellow receiver Darius Prince said they just wanted to talk to him so they could understand. But Brown quickly escalated the situation and threatened to pull a gun. Now, we have seen Antonio Brown revert back to street mentality when he's faced with a problem. Even in business, he doesn't he doesn't react to things in a very professional manner, even though he should be a professional. He's been a former athlete and he owned a team. You would think he would be more professional and have a little bit more tact when it comes to dealing with his employees. But this is what the quote says right here. Quote, AB looked at Ryan and was like, "Hey, man, you still got the AR in the car? Go get it." Prince said, "Then I was like, I'm not going to allow this dude to walk out of here after you just threatened us."
Target down.
After he said that, things did calm down and we had a conversation. But the fact is that he threatened us by telling us to go grab his AR.
Bitch, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
So the players went to Antonio Brown, met him at the cigar bar and said, "Hey, man, this is a guy we cared about and we want this tribute to stay up. Probably know why did somehow the post get taken down." Instead of Antonio Brown explaining the situation, he kind of in this finesse kind of way, goes to his partner and says, "Hey, man, you still got the AR in the car, man?" "Yeah, I still got the AR." "Hey, man, why don't you go get out the car?" Trying to threaten the men that went to go I'm sure they didn't reproach him in a threatening way, but they wanted answers. And this was his chance to be professional, to show that he can properly explain himself and conduct himself in a way where the players would have trust in him and confidence. But no, he reversed back to threatening someone with a weapon. Isn't that, well, let's read a little bit more here, shall we? ESPN said that Larkin was unwilling to speak with them about the incident. That wasn't Brown's only disagreement with his players, though. Reporters began to leak out that Brown wasn't paying them. Remember that? Head coach Damon Ware called him to inquire, and Brown reportedly said that the players were complaining too much. The players were left trying to help one another with basic necessities such as food and shelter.
Bitch, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
So you mean to tell me that Antonio Brown wasn't paying them, so much so that they had to go to their fellow teammate to ask them for help with basic necessities? See that? Food and shelter, a place to live. These players do not make NFL money. The top paid player on the Empire was making $3,000 a game, with most averaging about $250 a game. That's not a lot. These guys are playing for pride. They're actually playing, some of them, so they can be seen by a larger league, i.e. the NFL or the XFL or what have you. These guys are playing to get another contract with a different league, and so they're playing their hearts out so they'll be noticed. They might be scouted by somebody else. So this is purely pride. These guys probably got jobs outside of this arena football league, and so they need every penny they can get. Antonio Brown was playing all of these guys. When the players or Ware pushed Brown about the paychecks, he would get loud. Melvin Hollins, who played both offensive and defensive line, said that Brown did not show them any respect. He said Brown called them a bunch of broke arena boys. Wow. A bunch of broke arena boys, huh? And quote, and all them old ass players, Prince said, recalling Brown's words. I'll tell the bus driver to pull over and kick y'all ass off my effing bus right now. That's how he thinks about it. No, y'all just broke. I got money, change. I'm a rapper and all that. I own the business. Again, not being professional. It's all about money and status, right? So you're beneath me. This isn't with my team. This is a business that I own, and I should take care of my employees. This is y'all work for me type stuff. This was happening on a bus headed home after a game in North Carolina. Ware quit, and Brown released several players. When they arrived back in Albany, the players that were released were locked out of their hotel rooms and were unable to get their belongings. The police had to be called, and Brown had to be forced to allow them access. So Brown said, F it, kick y'all off and, just get it however you can figure it out, right? This is dirty. I mean, even if you fire a guy at his corporation, he at least gets a box to put his stuff in for you. Security walks him out the door. You locked the hotel rooms. They couldn't even get their stuff. Just savage behavior, if you ask me. This guy doesn't deserve to own a piece of paper. He owned the whole team. Employees, executives, players, coaches, staff. And he caused all these people to lose their jobs. They already wasn't getting paid a whole lot as it was, but now they're not getting paid anything because of him. And he was just like, whatever. He goes back to rapping. He goes back on Instagram and shows his house and all this other bullshit. And meanwhile, everybody else that was on this team, that was a part of the team, a part of the organization, had to go find a job. And we wonder why Antonio Brown is the POS that he is. But I don't expect anything less. Y'all see it. Antonio Brown, Albany Empire, they're no more. I hope Antonio Brown doesn't ever own anything outside of his own property or belongings ever again, because this will undoubtedly happen to the next thing that he puts his hands on if it does belong directly to him. Right? Thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just a normie, here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports, news, entertainment, and politics. Let me know what you think about this degenerate Antonio Brown down in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.